Hi guys, it's Sharon and welcome to my Ultimate Ironman series locked completely to the Achievement Diary, where I progress the account by rolling a randomly generated Achievement Diary task on this generator, and then progressing the account to complete that diary task. Starting with the easy tier, and then once completed move into the medium, the hard, and eventually the elite, all with the end goal of eventually obtaining the Achievement Diary cape. I present to you my Achievement Diary locked Ultimate Ironman. Hey guys, it's Sharon and welcome to episode 3 of the Achievement Diary locked Ultimate Ironman. Last episode we went into the swamp lands and did Priest and Peril, plus we knocked out some combat quests like Waterfall, and if you remember from the last episode, we left off rolling the Fremnick trial quest, so we're going to start off there. If this is your first time watching the series, I suggest going back and watching episode 1 so you can see the rules, but I'll pop up the generator just to show you our last roll. We complete the task, and the next task is change your boots at Yesha Shoe Store. Uh-oh, I think that might be something. And yes, it was something. To change your shoes there in that Relka shoe store, you need the Fremnick style trials completed. Alright, so let's talk about the Fremnick trials quest. The first hurdle we're going to talk about is we're going to need a raw shark. And obviously looking at our stats, there's no real easy way to get one. But there is a way I know of. If you get 100% Priscarilius favor, you can buy a raw shark from the store there. So that's how we're going to knock that out. Another hurdle in the quest is the combat aspects. You have to fight a level 69 Dragon for one person, as well as fighting 3 phases of that Thorvald. And currently our combat stats aren't the best, and I believe you need to use melee against them. So the first thing we're going to do this episode is work on our melee stats. And that's Vampire Slayer completed for about 5,000 attack XP, and that gets us to level 38 attack. And there's the Tree Gnome Village quest for 1100 attack XP. That gets us to 41 attack. We can finally wield our rune sword we bought. Also, that quest unlocks the Spirit Tree teleports, which will be amazing while we're still limited. Look at that. This account is good RNG. We found the rock right at that first route. And that's the Grand Tree for a whole bunch of experience and access to the Gnome Gliders. Gets us to 32 agility, 44 attack, and 31 magic. Awesome. That's Merlin's Crystal completed. And that's the Holy Grail quest for 11k prayer and 15k defense. And that gets us to 29 prayer and 31 defense. The pure is gone. Okay, so those are the main combat quests in the beginning. We entered 27 HP, 44 attack, 30 strength, 31 defense, 29 magic, and 30 whatever. So I think we're basically ready to take on the combats of that quest, but while we're at it, I feel like while I have nothing, I'm going to go to the Wildy altar and bang out our overheads, just because. But first, let's clean up our inventory. So since we're going to be getting the prayer at the Wildy altar, we might as well sell all our valuable stuff and then store our money in the coffer so we can have it for when we're done. Okay, so we're going to deposit our 15k in the coffer, and we're even going to drop our Snell helm, which kind of sad, but we're gonna we still have these runes, and I think I'm gonna use them in a fun way, so let's go do that. Also, during this prayer grind, we're risking our amulet of accuracy, which kind of stinks, but if we lose it, we can always get it back or even get a better amulet. Alright, the plan is we are going to kill lava dragons. We got about 450 casts of fire strike, so let's see how many we can get. Should be fun. Yeah, so that was our first lava dragon kill for the rune javelins, and I think that's pretty rare. So, I'll put the drop rate on the screen. But yeah, it only took about 100 rune casts, which isn't too bad, honestly. Yeah, I looked up the drop rate. That is a 1 in 2,991 drop for the first lava dragon kill. Pretty insane. This account might be pretty lucky. We'll see. And that's 33 magic. We can now cast Telegraph. That's actually a pretty useful one. Right, and that's the second lava dragon down. For nothing really. But this is actually really chill. I might come back here at some point for our rune axe and maybe even a lava battle staff, because that could be useful. There's another lava dragon. And we get nothing again, damn. Alright, and that's another lava dragon down for a clue scroll elite, huh? That's definitely interesting. And that's all the runes to kill them. So that's our little lava dragon grind. We got 4 down. Okay, just for shits and gigs, let's see if we can do this elite. We'd have to give it to Sherlock, so I doubt we can do it. I'm not even gonna bother attempting it. It's pretty funny to get now, but alright, so the plan is we are going to come out here to the Wilderness Boneyard, and we are going to run through here and pick up all the big bones. Okay, so it looks like there's 6 spawns of them, and then we're going to hop to the next world. Okay, and then when we have a full inventory, we are going to run all the way from there to the Chaos Altar. Honestly, I've been thinking I probably should have done this when I was lower combat. Now that I'm 42 combat, like, pretty higher levels can hit me now. Also, our low ass agility is gonna suck doing this, but we'll see how the XP rates are. Alright, and here we are at the altar. Let's start by using our fancy lava dragon bones. Look at that. Woo, that's like 5 in a row they held on to. 30 prayer. Nice. Damn, these lava dragon bones are going hard. 31 prayer. Woo, there's a first person. We were quick on the trigger though. Yeah, now I'm really wishing I stayed lower level. Damn, these lava dragon bones are still going off. For 32 prayer on just these 4 lava dragon bones. This is literally insane. Alright, here we are. Finally done the lava bones. We're on this high risk world. But now let's start using the big bones. I'll see you at a milestone level. Hopefully we don't get killed. There's somebody. And we're gone. Alright, we're just gonna dive in and change our hopper settings to control. So if we can see someone, all we have to do is press control now. And nobody. Let's go. Alright, and that's the first inventory down. It actually got us from 29 to 33 prayer. Those lava dragon bones did pop off on the retaining them. But let's go get another inventory. Alright, and we got our second inventory of big bones. The goal of this is gonna keep our amulet accuracies. That's gonna mean we did not get PK'd if we still have it by the time we have 43 prayer. Wow, and we died running by the freaking black chinchompas. I didn't even think the guy was gonna attack me. Shit, I'm not sure what wilderness that was, but maybe our amulet accuracy is still there. Might as well check it out. Ooh, check it out on the ground. Our amulet accuracy is still there. Hell yeah. There was a PK, he was level 100, couldn't attack us. All good. Oh shit, I accidentally hopped worlds, but we got level 37 magic, and that is our first over. Alright, so we did that for almost an hour, and we're getting like 20k an hour, which is amazing for early game prayer at this level. I can't even believe it. But yeah, we went from level 29 to 38 prayer in under an hour. But I'm about to go to bed, so we're going to finish up this grind tomorrow. And there's 40 prayer, protect from missiles, nice. And there it is, 43 prayer, protect from melee unlocked. How huge is that? That's probably going to be really useful for doing the Premnic trials. Alright, and we stayed here for 45 prayer because I think Mystic Might and Eagle Eye will be really useful. So we might as well do it now while we don't have the death pile. And you already know, since we were in the wilderness, we grabbed a whole inventory of plate legs as well as a full looting bag of steel plate legs. Alright, let's go sell them. Alright, and after pulling our money out of the coffer and selling all the plate legs, we have about 50k, and that's the end of our combat grind. We ended up with 28 HP, 44 attack, 30 strength, 31 defense, in 45 prayer, which will be nice. Now we are moving on. Oh, and if you were curious, that leaves us at 44 combat. Alright, and we resupplied and re-geared, and now we are done with the combat, so we're moving on to obtaining the raw shark. Like I said, we're going to get 100% Piscurelius favor for that, And yeah, so that's our new plan. So let's get that started. Okay, we just knocked out the museum quiz for 9 Slayer and 9 Hunter. We did that because we need 15 Hunter to pick the sandworms once we have 30% Piscarilius favor, because that's the easiest way to get us to 100% favor for that raw shark. And there's Druidic Ritual completed. We did that because we're going to do a couple quests that gives us XP lamps, so we want to throw those on Herblore. Plus, it's nice to just have the Herblore skill unlocked, and we can put future lamps on it. And that's Kleinokorin completed. That's one of the quests that's going to give us the lamp. That's why we did Druidic Ritual. And that got us up to 6 Herblore. Nice. Okay, we got the casket from the reward from that quest. And it's nothing good, because we didn't even have our POH made to store anything, so I don't care. Yo, this leather cowl though is an upgrade. That's a huge beginner clue. Love to see it. And there's level 1200. Not the 15 that we need, but we can go and do Ascent to Arceus that'll get us to 1500, because this early game hunter sucks. Okay, and that's 25% Arceus favor. All we need was 20 for the Ascent to Arceus. And this is the best part. We're gonna actually throw this into magic, and look at how cool this is. You just fire through all that magic XP. Love to see it. We would put it on rune crafting, but we started too low. And that gets us to 36 magic. And that's Kleinokorin. I think I said that for the X mark the spot, but that gets us the 2 lamps and the certificate we can put in Piscarella's favor. Okay, both the lamps into Herblore. That will get us to level 11 Herblore. Nice. And obviously our certificate goes into Piscarilius' favor for 20%. And there's Ascent from Arceus. Hopefully that gets us to 15 Hunter. And yeah, it does. 17 Hunter, and it gets us to 5 rune crafting as well. We'll take it. And that's the Queen of Thieves quest completed. And that gets us to level 30, 32 thieving. And we use the scroll on Piscarilius, which gets us to 30%, so we can now pick the sandworms. Also, if you look in the chat, I didn't realize, but that thieving got us up to 500 total. Awesome. Count's getting there. And we got up to 20 hunter just from catching these sandworms. Nice. Let's turn in this last set of grubs, and that gets us to 100% Piscarilius favor. Okay, so now we can trade this dude Frankie, and we got our raw shark. Sweet. Honestly, just looking at the inventory real quick, this might be a pretty decent early game cooking method by just buying this food and running it over there to cook. Okay, we have our raw shark. We have the combat stats we need. It is now time to start the Fremnik trials. Let's go. Okay, so we gotta kill these level 48 guys that have a 1 in 17 chance of dropping the liar thing we need. So let's do that. Hey, and there we go. We got the liar. I think that was kill count 16. I was actually getting nervous because we were starting to run low on runes, but liar acquired. Okay, and here we are at the strange altar. This is what we need the raw shark for. I actually heard we could have just got this from Canifis and didn't need to do all that extra stuff, but it is nice banging out all that progress. Okay, and that's the Olaf portion of Frem Trials. Alright, there we go. We found the dragon. That actually took longer than I thought locating him, but let's just safe spot and kill him. Okay, we're at the point where we have to fight that guy, and we can't bring any of our stuff in, so we're just going to death pile there and run back with an inventory of food and fight him out. Alright, here we go. Let's fight him. We're just going to probably flare flick. Alright, and there goes the third form. Yeah, good thing we brought all these wines because we really needed it. Yep. And we are dead, but it is completed that trial. And then we come back here and grab all our stuff again. And if you didn't see, because I'm probably gonna speed it up, we got 31 strength and 30 attack fighting him. I mean 30 hit points. Didn't even realize for the Pier of the Seer part we need to not have any items again. So it looks like we're doing another death pile and running all the way back. And there it is, the Fremnik trials completed. Look at all of that XP drops. Alright, gets us to 32 strength, 32 defense, 45 attack, 31 HP, 28 fishing, 33 thieving, 33 agility, and 16 fletching, 34 woodcutting. Jesus, look at all those levels. Honestly, that's probably the hardest thing accomplished for the easy diary completing the Fremnik trial. So that feels really nice to get done. We made a lot of progress, going kind of a long way to get to completing it, but it's nice to have that done. So now we can finally do that diary task, if you even remember what it was. All right, and here we are. The task is to change our boots at the Fremnik store, and I think just opening the store completed the achievement for us. But yeah, that's awesome to get done. Let's just keep rocking these green boots. They're pretty fresh. Like, we'll call them the dark green Rangers. Let's go. We also upgraded to this nice Fremnik wizard hat, and this cyan cloak I think looks pretty fresh. It's like my favorite color. Alright, and we can finally come back to our task generator. This change your boots at Eurissa's shoe store has been sitting there for a long time, but we can finally complete it now that we finished the Femnic tiles. And we are not going to be rolling our next task because I feel like we already jam-packed this episode with completing the Femnic trials. So we're going to wait until the next episode to roll our next diary task. Alright, and here is a look at our episode progression. The main thing is we ruined our Pura, and we got a bunch of those defense and prayer levels, plus a few other combat levels from doing all the things, getting ready for the Frem trials and those quests. We also got a bunch of random small skill levels just from getting requirements to do those quests, as well as the big XP drops we got from completing the Fremnic trials. And we got a whopping 163 total levels from this. So a lot of different skills got increased. So some really solid progress in this one. All right, and we're going to call it an episode here. I know we only technically completed one achievement diary in this episode, and it's a really long episode, but we made so much progress and obviously completed probably the hardest challenge in the easy achievement diary tier. So from now on, most of the easy diary should fly by with only a few requirements left for us. But I had a ton of fun making this episode, and hopefully the audio is better because I know that's a big thing. But next episode, we should be crushing out a big chunk of those easy diary tasks. So I hope to see you then. Please like, subscribe, and thank you so much for anyone that watches my videos. Later.